This is AC Starlord, aka Awesome. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the end of KODC, final issue number 5. Basically, this is talking about uh, King Omega, which means Dark Side. Dark Side basically has all this power in here, and apparently Superman. So I'll show you. It kind of looks like the Superman symbol from Man of Steel in a way. I'll show that to you too, but. Um, it's a very interesting combo because I didn't think this was gonna, like I said, this is kind of like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and any kind of fighting kind of end of battle kind of thing, or the whole series is kind of like a tournament thing. So most likely the two things that we follow in this our universe is Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat as tournament wise. So. Basically, it starts off like this with Lex Luthor, but also Lex Luthor knowing the truth. And then you have Chapter 5, King Omega. Um, and then you see Omega, you see Darkseid becoming Omega, and he has all this power. And as this is happening, we have Bruce, we have Diana, we have Clark, all playing a game and game night. So throughout this is like the regular characters are playing game board game. They have Batman, Superman on it. So I don't know if that's just foreshadowing that this is like all in their world and all in their heads as a fantasy thing they're playing, like game night you normally play with your friends, or like the movie game night. Um, but they're right there and they don't know there's a threat, and then now there's a threat, and then you have this ghost looking thing on chains, kind of like how you have in Avengers Endgame. Was kind of like Thanos's lackey dude, you know. And then you have Superman doing all this, like gaining up powers and whatnot, or getting wisdom from this guy, and this guy gives him power. I'm assuming he's a good guy, so he gives him all this power. And then the next few panels, you see Lex Luthor gaining some powers, and because of King Omega, and then you see Superman becoming this big giant. We have a new king, King Omega. Um, we have Superman becoming this big giant Superman thing with some like a crown around him and stuff like that. And he's gonna face off with Darkseid down here on the small panel right here. Um, so basically this is what this is, and it's kind of an interesting thing. Like the cover of this doesn't really fit it. I mean, you have Superman fighting Batman in the cover of this, so it's kind of weird. But that's not what it is. It just has they just wanted to have a cool action cover on it. I couldn't get the clear ones because they had no more. But this is pretty much what it is. Like this is pretty much just an epic end battle um for this. And you see Superman, like I said, Superman symbol looking a lot more like Man of Steel sign symbol, if you can see that there, kind of slightly. And that's like not even a symbol that we see in the comics, but it's a symbol. I mean, it's a symbol you do see in the comics, but it's not a symbol you have seen lately in modern era. Once Henry Cavill was done being Superman, we stopped seeing that. So, and then we see the gold suit again. We see the gold suit, white and gold suit again, which was amazing to see. And then you see the Justice League rings. You see all of them trying to, even all the villains and heroes trying to team up to face him. And he's like, why? And then, yeah, you just see this big giant Superman trying to defend everyone. I mean, trying to defend the world and save the world all at the same time. Um, and then here's this panel right here with every description of everything and all the heroes. And then it changed. Then they talk about game night. It's just doing a game night. So I'm assuming this is like all fantasy, but Who really knows? Because it changes, the panel changes to a different art style, a comic art style right here. And then it talks about Barry, finally getting a story with Barry in it. I'm a part of the story with Barry in it. And then you see Absolute Universe and other universes in this panel of heroes. And then it says, this will be crisis. This will, there will be a crisis of absolute. And then that's the end for now. So I'm assuming that there might end this whole, they might bring this back and somewhat of an ending for the Crisis on Infinite. Ending of this in a absolute universe, but absolute Crisis on Infinite Earth type of thing, where they'll bring back these main characters. Bring back the main continuity characters in the absolute world and do a Crisis on Infinite absolute world. Um, Possibly, maybe, I don't know. But this is the end of this, and it's like quite an epic thing. Like you can go back and think about if you really wanted to go back and think about this is like Endgame, um Infinity War and Endgame, movie status or Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. Those are only two movies that pop. Those are only like the three movie. Well, yeah, three movies that pop in my head: Infinity War, Endgame, and Justice League. Zack Snyder's like, this is how this book ends, kind of in a way. And then Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So we have all those elements, and think about that when you're reading the series. I don't know if you can get your hands on this or if it's a graphic novel, but if you can, that'd be great. What an epic finish. I know these videos just seem to be like coming out rushed and all stuff. I was not making videos at some point. I was preoccupied doing other things. I didn't have time. I was always working, busy, trying to make time. So we got this down. I got some level. I got a Punisher one here. Not Punisher. A Predator one. My bad. Two Predator ones I'm about to read and do a story on. A video on or a story video on. And then we got some more Batman stuff coming out, and Absolute Universes coming out pretty soon here. Um, so there's gonna be some comics here, and there's gonna be a good luck, have fun, don't die video because it just came out today. So we'll get that up rolling for you guys. So if you like this video, put a like. So if you like this video, put a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and deuces.